Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. And please help me welcome my special guest, Trish James of Trish James Oracle. Hey!
Hi, I'm so happy to be here. I get so excited to chat with everybody, and I love Marina's channel. So, yeah, it's great to be here. Looking forward to these readings.
Me too. Me too. It's always so much fun to see what comes up, and I mean, I'm I'm a big girl fan. Like, you got to know that by now. Like, the decks are very quickly becoming my go-to,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's just a matter of which one I'm going to pick. But
And
otherwise,
sometimes it's good sometimes too when you feel a bit tired and you just solely just rely on the decks. I'm like, I love that. I trust them so much that, yeah, if I'm
yeah.
not feeling 100% on my connection, the reception's not perfect, I just solely just rely on exactly what they're saying, and I just love it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I quickly want to say hello to everyone who's joining us. Thank you for those of you that are from my channel. For those of you that are new, that are from Trish's channels, thank you for being here with us and sharing part of your day, evening, whatever, wherever you are. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I have Trish's info in the description of the video. So for those of you that are here from my channel and you are not subscribed to Trish's channels, please do that. Please go ahead and do that, because she does some absolutely fabulous, wonderful readings with using her oracle cards, and they they sing. They really do.
They love
They
to talk.
Yes, absolutely. And it's amazing sometimes how clear they are in what it is that they're saying. That,
Yeah, it blows
sometimes,
me away sometimes too. It's like they're right on it. Whatever
yes.
topic you're talking about, the cards just start falling out. I just finished the Trump UK meeting one. I just done that reading this morning to go up on my channel, and I couldn't believe it. Each question that I asked, the right cards fell out for exactly the question I was asked. I mean, I act like I'm surprised, but
I
that's what I mean. It
know.
blows me away.
I I know. And that's kind of the fun part is,
Mm.
you know, what I'm surprised that I'm surprised. Why am I
Yeah,
surprised?
yeah, it's normal.
Totally. Totally. So we will get into some readings here in a second. I want to remind you that if you would like to get in for a chance to win a reading, I'm going to be using the Fickle Finger of Fate, also
Mm.
known as the StreamYard giveaway tool, and it is going to pick whoever is going to get a reading. And in order to enter for that, I'm going to ask you to type in #Oracle. All one word, no spaces in between. Do that in the comment section below, and I will remind you that if you are picked, if you are a winner, you must be in the chat. And I'll ask you to confirm that you're here. Just, say hi, I'm here, whatnot, and then put your question in. That way, I can double check and make sure that I don't miss anything. And then it also saves us a little bit of time, while we're waiting and so on and so forth. So there you go. Them's the rules of the game. Okay. Now, you have got, I want to hear all about the new Immortals deck, which I saw you use the other day. Oh my, it
And
is
it's
fabulous.
out now. Website's back, we're shipping again, everything's back to normal. So shipping is open this weekend. I've just reloaded all the stock back on. Limited edition, which means I only have a small number of them. When they sell, but I will chat to the author because it's in collaboration with an author and see if he wants to continue and do some more. But at the moment, it's just a limited edition, so we can see how it goes. But they are up on the website right now. Just want to also comment, Melissa says she's got some decks. She's not sure how to use them. Well, Melissa, there is a PDF available for most of the decks. So if you just jump on, you'll see PDF. Now, the best way to get to them is to go to the freebies page on my website and to then go down and select whichever PDF that you like. You just go through the normal process, add it to your cart, check out, but you're not charged anything. It just goes straight to your email, and then you go into your email and you open it up and you click on it, and there's your PDF. So the PDF is interactive. So whatever card you pull, you just go to the menu, you click on that link, and it takes you straight to that page. Then you go back to the top of the page you're reading and go back to menu to get your next answer. So it's all interactive. But yeah, if you're needing a bit more information than what's on the card, or if you want a little bit more than what your intuition brings out of the cards, PDF's available for most of the decks.
There you go. Absolutely. Yeah. And I've just put up Trish's website, which is, trishjamesoracles.com. By all means, check out all the decks. You're more than welcome to ask kind of which deck works better for one thing rather than another. Like for example, I would not use the governance deck if I'm doing a personal reading.
No,
because they're totally different.
You really have to be switched on intuitively to know how to convert it over to a personal reading. Now, the new deck, though, this one here, which I'm working on over the next few months, so I'll be testing with it today as well. It will be able to be read both ways. I've specifically made it to read governance stuff, to read predictions for worldwide, but also every single card can be read for personal spreads. And it's working. So I didn't know how it would go, how to combine the two into one card and be able to read a world event or a prediction event, to read whatever's going on in the government, but then also equate that to a personal event, and it works. So far, it's been really easy. It's worked really well.
Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, because I had someone ask me about, and I think it was specifically about using the governance deck for readings, and I said, that one is more a little political. If you're looking for just kind of want to get your feet wet and take a look, go to the Stardust, because it's half of it is the one side of the card is tarot, the other side is oracle, and it just gives you a little bit of a double perspective.
And it can read everything. Yes. It will read all areas that the Stardust, the tarot oracle reverse. Yeah. So it reads really well.
Absolutely. And I just noticed Mercury Angel. Thank you so much. She likes my hair up.
Oh.
Thank you. And hello, Sherry. Hello, everyone that is it. There's 131 of you in here. I wish I could say hello individually to each and every one of you. But just know that you're getting good vibes, good energy, and a hug. So there. Okay. Is there anything?
Jamie's questions about communicating with ETs. Oh, that sounds pretty exciting. It's right up my alley. I've actually been going out every night as well, looking for these comets. There's more than just one coming in. There's quite a few comets coming in at the moment. So they're all looking at Atlas, but there's like all these other ones coming in as well. So I've been trying. I've got my telescope ready to go because it hooks up to my camera, so I can connect it all up and take photos. But it's starting to warm up at night now. So once it gets a bit warmer, I'll get out there and hopefully record some comets or whatever these things are coming in.
Well, whatever it is, and they're getting closer and closer to communicating with us.
Yes. Yes.
They're I think that they've realized that there's more humans that are accepting than are fearful.
Yeah. Which is good that it shifted to that direction.
Yes.
Hopeful.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so just a business end of things. I have been reminding everyone that if you're interested in taking a class with me or booking a reading, please do so this month because my prices are going up for everything in October. Now, having said that, as long as you book it before October 1st, and as long as you pay for it before October 1st, you can go into October, you can go into November to actually schedule your reading. So I've been, over the last few days, I have been absolutely inundated because people are realizing that, we're getting to the, so yeah.
And what a great Christmas present for yourself.
Absolutely.
A reading for next year.
Yes. Yeah. So here you go. That's the website. It's marinasheartcentertarot.com. You can go on there, take a look at the classes, the readings. The other thing that I'll mention too is I can do the psychic reading. I could do tarot. I can do mediumship. You don't have to pay for each one of them individually. If you book an hour with me, we can handle all three in the space of an hour. So don't think that you have to book each individual service and pay for each individual service. So there you go. That's just taking care of business, paying the bills, bills. Okay.
Yes. So we can stay here.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And just as a reminder, if you'd like to, please don't post any questions because I'm not keeping track of any questions that are coming in. If you would like to get in for an opportunity to win a reading, you type in #Oracle, all one word, in the comments section below. And you're going to get to see in a minute here how that thing works and how it's going to
I get so excited when that works.
I know it's yeah, because it's always fun to watch as everyone's names are flicking and then it gets slower. Anyway, all right, are we ready? Shall we get down to business?
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, here you go. So that is the StreamYard giveaway tool. We've got 55 entries in there already. So I will pick, let's do the first 3 people. And love to see that happen. So if you're Jeffro.
Jeffro, where's your, let's see where your question is.
Let us know that you're here and post your question. And if you could please do it in all caps, it just helps these old eyes see a little better. That's all. Yeah. Okay. And after Jeffro, we have, come on. I'm going to need to put music here behind all this. Vicky Soden. Welcome, Vicky. And let me know you're here. Let us know you're here and post your question. And then the last one in the first round is Terry Mullins. Okay. So.
Thank you, Jeffro. He loves my wall.
Lovely.
I'm just searching through trying to find Jeffro's question.
Oh, okay. Let me remove this and I will go and see if I can find.
Maybe if you can pop your comments down the bottom, like if the people that have just won, if they can just put their questions down the bottom, because there's a lot of comments.
Yes.
Just to make it easier to find your questions.
Totally. So looking for Jeffro's question, Vicky Zoden and Terry Mullins. Let me know that you're here and then post your questions. And Terry Mullen says, I'm here. Excellent. Thank you, Terry. And Vicky says, thank you. All right. And okay. Let me go down and see. Okay. Jeffro has posted. And Vicky has posted. Perfect. She's got her question. And so now we're just waiting on Terry. Terry, type faster.
Jeffro, I've got Jeffro here.
Yes. Okay. But in the meantime, we can certainly start with Jeffro.
Oh, what was that?
Oh.
Defective food. Oh, that's so sad. I'm such a dog lover. Oh, I've got little Frenchies. I'm such a big dog lover. Just trying to find my connections oracle for that reading.
Yes. Yeah. And Jeffro says, a couple of years ago, I lost a beloved dog. She was 4 years old. She passed away from defective dog food from Hill Science. Is she okay? Yes, absolutely. And Carrie. Okay, and I got Terry's question. So while I'm trying to pick cards, and while Trish is tuning in, I just want to let you know, those of you that came in late and are asking what it is that the people are posting. If someone has won a reading, I ask you to confirm that you're in the chat here with us, and then I ask you to post your question. That way, I don't have to waste your time by scrolling up and down trying to find questions when we could be doing readings for more people. So I would much rather do it that way, and so on. And yeah, don't forget, type in #Oracle to enter the giveaway tool. And okay, so we'll go to Jeffro's question. Let me put that away. The Go ahead.
Okay, I've got some cards pulled. So
yes,
interesting. When one of my little puppies passed here maybe a couple of months ago, and I got the connections deck out because I'd never got them out before to read animals, and I thought I might try it because I was so sad when the little baby was only 6 months old. He passed away, and he come out and he kept pulling this card here out. So this is it kept pulling this one here. It's called Family. It's a dog, but it's a wolf, and it says, you made me feel like family, part of the family. So, and I almost cried when I saw that message from my little puppy. We made him feel like he was part of the family, and that's my dogs just running. Here they come. Speaking of dogs, up. This is one of my babies. So I've got a couple of them. He's a bit of a snorter. So yeah, it made me cry when he pulled this out quite a few times. And the other thing that came out was, and I'll get to your reading, Jeffro, was I passed of cancer. And my other dog that had died maybe 6 months older, he was 16. He passed of cancer. So he came through too. And then the other dog, it said obese. Overweight card came out, and I thought, oh, what is that? And then I realized my son's dog that had passed also within the year, he was overweight, and he passed as well. So all the 3 dogs were together. It was just letting me know, and it just gave me such reassurance. Why I'm telling you this story is because letting you know that it works. It works that we can communicate with our loved ones. They are our loved ones, pets on the other side, and just feels really special when they can bring this message through. But this card here reminded me of that and how I felt when my dog did come through to me. He said we made him feel like family, just like your dog is saying to you. So I felt like part of the family. It's also a dog card indicating that your dog is coming through. I say he because I was talking about mine, but yours is a girl,
Yeah.
I believe. Now, this is irresistible. It's connected to food, so eating, like you said. So this is the one indicating it was what I consumed, eating, lack of control. Now, something
Yeah.
I know your dog probably loved to eat. If being given this card here, loved food, but towards the end there was the lacking vitality, showing me how drained your dog became, how the food, and it must have been the food because the food card is here. The food card's on the table indicating it was to do with what I consumed, because this is a consumption card about what I consumed. So this is the cause. This is what what it means is that your dog is here. Your dog is here saying, this is how I passed, even though you've told me. But on the top line, it's showing me your dog is here, past of what I consumed. But then I felt very drained, so very sick, very drained. Could be a blood issue there as well, because it's also a blood card. But saying it was very dramatic and a lot of commotion. So I don't know if the
Yes.
actual passing was a lot of commotion around the time of the passing, but your dog is saying there was a lot of commotion during the situation. So she's just acknowledging that. She's either saying that there was commotion at the time of her passing, or that there's commotion with how you feel about how she passed. So whether you're looking at taking action or something around that, but there's a lot of commotion. It says a dramatic situation, making a big fuss, and then it says time. I have to give you this message. I don't know how it's connected, but it says time. The message there is time is precious, indicating, I believe, that she's saying my time with you was precious. But then also down the bottom it says don't waste time as well. That's the message.
Yeah. And it's amazing because I too got the commotion card.
Yeah. Okay.
So there was this dog really enjoyed her food. Really liked the fact that was it tasted really good. So she would absolutely go in, and you had to be careful. Like it's not like you could just fill up a dish and she would eat and then walk away. No, this was something that really appealed to her senses. So she absolutely understands that this is a deep sadness, release and deep sadness for you. She was very connected to you, and you can you still feel her presence around, which is, it's exactly the way that it should be, because they never leave us. Just because we can't see them doesn't mean that they're not there. Okay. I also got her message to you is be brave, deal with it. You know what you have to do. This it I also got planned my way. It was almost like this dog came down and sacrificed itself for other animals, in order to bring attention to what the issue with the food was. So this was, it wasn't easy, but this was something that that she felt inspired to do. And animals have, a path and a plan, just like we all do. So I think the idea that the commotion card came up again is it felt like everything towards the end, everything moved very, very quickly. Like, all of a sudden, I'm not feeling well. I'm throwing up. I'm
And maybe there was some panic from you about
Yes.
why this was happening. Yeah, there was
Yes.
commotion.
Absolutely.
I just saw her give you a kiss, with how dogs lick you when they give you kisses. I just saw a kissing across the cheek there.
Lovely. Lovely. So Jeffra, there you go. I think that was just a lovely, lovely message. And the chances of how many cards, there's over 100 cards in that deck.
Yeah,
Isn't that
yeah. And do both had, and that's not a card that you would think would come out for
Yes.
this reading. So obviously it meant something because she's pulled it out both ways.
Yes. Yeah.
Through both of us.
Yeah. And Jeffro says, yeah, the lawsuit went on for 3-4 years. It was rough. Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt. So I hope that, that you find that comforting and beneficial.
And I'm glad you got resolution from that as well, and that wasn't swept under the rug. It's no comfort for the loss of a one of our family members, because they really are our dogs are our family members, but I'm glad there's some kind of closure there for you with that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. All righty. And Vicky Zoden says, what does Spirit have for me? Okay. Let's see what Spirit has for you. What is Spirit talking about? Vicky would like to know. Okay. Okay. But what I'm getting, Vicky, is Spirit is basically saying, do you want to be right or do you want to be happy? Which one is it? It's your it's like there's a struggle going on, either with your relationship or in your family, could be your job, but there's some kind of a struggle going on, and you're kind of digging your heels a little bit because you see things one way and you want everything to confirm that you are absolutely right. There comes a time, I think, in every situation, in every argument, where we have to know when it's time to walk away, when it's, no matter how many times we define a situation or we say something, it's not going to make any difference. So this, I'm getting that, that you were kind of looking for a fast way. You wanted a quick resolution to something, and it didn't come in the way that you wanted it to, but you're kind of persisting. So it's time to reflect. It's time to say, okay, am I going to put any more energy into this? Is it really going to make that much of a difference if I continue and give everything that I have to give? Is my almost like, is my payback, is the return going to be equal to the energy that I'm putting out? I also got into the battle. So that makes me think that, maybe it's time to just walk away and say, I'm not putting any more energy into this. I'm done, and then let it go. Then let it go.
Yeah, so better things ahead.
Yes.
I'm seeing the tension around you as well. A lot of my cards are quite tense that have come out. A lot of we've got diplomatic fallout on the table. Crying, the person's crying here. It's the fallout of something you tried to make work, but is just kind of blown up, or has just reached a point where you're breaking point and thinking, I don't know how much more of this I can carry. It's heavy. We've got the anchor of the mundane. Anchor of the mundane, talk about responsibilities, things that you have to do, things that you're locked into, but it feels heavy. You can see this anchors across the person's chest, indicating that this is weighing really heavy on your heart. So I feel the weight of this emotional turmoil that's going on around you, and this card is just washing away. So it's in between, sitting between the two tension heating up cards, washing away. So it's almost like, and also in a way it's rain, because you think about water's emotions. It's about having that outburst, that outbreak, and sometimes just letting it all out really helps. Having a good cry really helps. So whether this is just about letting the water pour down all over you, whether that's physically, or you're imagining this, shower of love energy, I feel you need it. I feel you need this, you're needing more love, you're needing more support, you're needing something more. From the tension I can see going around you, I just feel like my heart just wants to give you a big hug and just say that everything is going to be okay. So if you need to cry over this, then cry over this. So it feels your energy, it feels there's crying cards in both places. Now, while this person's not crying, somebody's crying all over her, that's rain all over her, and just wanting to wash it all away. So cleansing your space. So if this is something you've been through, you're needing to smudge or cleanse or something, there's a lot of static energy that's still polluting your entire aura. So if you've been able to make the changes and move through this situation already, you need to do that cleanse part, because there's still residual energy around. If you haven't been through this yet, if you haven't been through the energy where you've finally made this decision on how much you can bear, then you'll have to remember to do your cleanse. You've got to cut cords, because you're still being drained no matter what way, and there'll still be some residual energy. Now, whether that's to do with contracts you've made around this person or this situation, whether it's a relationship or a job, I can't tell. It just shows me the energy of what's going on, but there's some terms agreed. So there's stress and worry over a contract or terms that were agreed to, but maybe you feel a bit trapped by that situation. It's the card of feeling trapped in this situation that you're in right now, feeling heavy burdens, responsibilities, or heavy in the heart. But I do, and the last card I'll tell you before is the rain, the wash away, the cleanse was sitting between that tension heating up. Fire, wrath can be explosive energy, but it's very tense energy, and it's sitting in between that, just wanting to wash it all away. Just let it go, let it go. And then I do see change. And now when I touch this card, I feel release. I feel relief. I feel like when I'm touching this card, it's in the card that says shifting tide. The tide will shift in your favor. It says, well, it's a shifting tide. So taking you from the swell or the heaviness, the tension, into a completely calmer water. So it's like the 6 of Cups moving into calmer waters. But it says you need to make space for evolution. Change is the only thing that's going to give you that growth and that evolution. You need to move through this situation. Tense.
Yeah, exactly. And that there are, there's only so much that you can do in any given situation. And, you can't make someone do something if they're not willing to put in the effort. It's like you do all the work in a relationship, and, you can't do it for both of you. Yeah. And she says, "Oh, fabulous.
She's
Thank
made
you.
the
I
decision.
planned on doing a cleansing ceremony tomorrow."
Yep.
Yes.
Need to do that.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then you can breathe. So change,
Yes.
shift those energies, shift the energy that's around you.
Yeah. Yeah. And this is going to sound ridiculous, but in some ways it does make sense. Even in awful situations, if you can say, okay, here's the lesson. Out of this, I learned something, and thank the universe. I'm grateful for the lesson. Thank you. This is not something that I want to repeat again. So now I can release it back into the universe to do with whatever it is. And then sometimes that helps it to leave, so that it's not overly attached to you, or it's easier for that energy to leave.
And that you got it. Letting spirit know that you received the message, whether you did subconsciously or not. But that you, because you don't want to go through that again.
Yeah, totally. Good for you, Vicky.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Yeah, there's good things are coming. Absolutely.
Changing energy for sure.
Yes. Yeah. And okay. Terry Mullins says, message from my spirit guides this coming week, please. Okay. Terry Mullins. And what do we have?
Sorry, last week when we were doing this, I was reading the messages in advance, so then I could be prepared, so there was no gap. But I've just been interested in what you're saying, so I will try jump ahead and get prepared for the next one.
That's all right. That's okay. There is no right or wrong way to do this. Whichever way spirit goes. Okay. All righty. So what does Terry Mullins need to know for the next little bit? Okay. Okay, Terry. Beat. Okay, I'm just going to tell you the cards, and then I'm going to tell you what I think they mean, and you you can let me know. All right, I get unexpected expense, something that you obviously is unexpected. You hadn't planned on it. Be brave and deal with it. And consequence, bad choice. So this and the feeling that I'm getting for some reason is that this this has to do with a vehicle, and it's almost like you made a decision about putting off some work on the vehicle, and all of a sudden what was going to be a $500 job has now morphed into $1,000 job, and you're kind of being a little hard on yourself. Well, why didn't I do that? Well, we all have 2020 hindsight. This was just one of those things that that kind of happened, but you're certainly going to be able to deal with it. And this is actually going to work out a little better than you anticipated. So if this was a decision that you're not exactly sure about and you're questioning yourself, just know that it is going to work out. And yeah, there is going to be a reward for your effort. So be open to doing things maybe in a different way. And you're going to be shown the right path. Yeah, you're going to be shown the right path. So just have faith in that, and whatever comes your way, you're going to be able to deal with it. It's just going to be a little bit of a shock in terms of like, what do you mean that I have to redo that or that? But
she says silver or blue car.
Okay, you know what? I'm probably the blue one. So there you go. All right.
Okay, I've got a bit of unclarity going on for you. So first of all, we've got the card that says unclear. Truth pulses beneath the facade. So it's trying to find the answers, trying to find the truth, trying to find direction, which way to go. You know, it's not so much about questioning why, it's more about the confusion of direction and trying to see things for what they really are. So, you know, whether it's something beyond the facade, showing, you know, that it's not what you think it is, it's something else. So the facade means the face that we put on. As far as cars go, it means that check under the hood, I guess. If we're looking at beyond the facade, we're looking at something is not what it seems to be on the surface. So make sure you're checking for whatever this is beneath the surface. So if that's a car we're talking about, you're needing to check under the hood. Bonnet or something, I'm not sure what you call it over there. I also have establishing. I've got the established card. Now, this is the Founder's Vault, and it's established, begin with tangible manifestation. So this is either trying to get something new or trying to create something, but it begins with manifestation. So this I see as something that you're trying to manifest to you, something you're trying to create, something you're trying to get, start or create, as in develop or start up. So it's saying that you need to start with tangible manifestation. Now, tangible to me means that it's not just about thinking about it, wishing it happens, and then it happens. It's about making steps to get the result that you want. So having to put one foot forward and actually do something about getting what you want, making the manifestation something tangible in your hands, a physical object or thing. You need to actually do some work to get that. Now, we've got the card of selfless sacrificer indicating giving. There's a giving. So it could be the money thing that you talked about. So it's got something to do with money. It's like giving energy here, where you have to sacrifice one thing for another. So it's like, if it's money related, then you're like putting money here instead of having putting money over there. It's like giving and sacrifice. It sacrificing one thing for another is how that comes out. But you also need to protect what matters to you. So protect your assets, protect what's important to you. I do see that you need to take action on this, whatever it is. You can't just sit back and expect it to happen, because it's not going to happen. You have to be the one that puts in a tactical response, because I've got tactical response indicating that you have to mobilize. You have to step forward and make things happen for yourself. You have to make the moves, whether they're not strategic, they're tactical. So you have to make these moves yourself to make this outcome happen. And I do say it says take action on the civil unrest, but down the bottom I'm reading you need to take action. Now, I've got some good news for you, because we all want good news. The cards that I pulled out of the personal prediction is, first of all, we've got support system. There may be a time of having to rely on the people around you for whatever that reason is. You need to tap into the support system, support network that's around you. But the good news is it's going to go in your favor, the result. And now, when I got this card, I didn't ask for this week, because your message said what's coming up for me this week. Well, I didn't get this until I said, what is the big message here? Not this week, just the big message that needs to be heard. And it's going to go in your favor, which to me says it's not going to be this week, but results will get better after that.
There you go. Perfect. And she says, yeah, makes sense. Excellent. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. Okay. And so we're going to go back to our pick a winner. And we're going to pick 3 more. Okay. Let me bring this up. And our next winner is going to be Barbara. Barbara, please let us know you're here. And please type in your question and put it in all caps. That way it gets my attention. I love that beautiful butterfly.
Yeah, very pretty.
Yes. Okay. And after Barbara, we have Allison knows. Allison, let us know that you're here and type in your question. And the last in this round is smiling is contagious.
Wonderful.
Fabulous. Yeah.
And everybody take that as your personal message today. Smiling is contagious.
It is. It is. You notice that it is never easy to be sad when you're smiling.
Or laughing, or around happy people.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard. Okay. Let me take that off. All righty. And so, Barbara and smiling is contagious. Let us know you're here. Allison already said, yay, I'm here. Perfect. And
just your question, if you can re-put your question down the bottom just so we can find them.
Yes.
It's just hard. There's a lot to go through.
Yes. Yeah, there is. There is. Okay. Barbara, let us know. Oh, Barbara says I'm here. Okay. So type your question is, and smiling is contagious. If you can do that as well, put your question in. I'm just checking to see. Okay. The smiling is contagious. Last call. If you're and Barbara, come on, put your questions in. And Tinkerbell says smiling sets off endorphins. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay. Well,
Okay, I might get started with Alison.
okay. And Allison, okay, there we go. Yeah, I think let's do that. I'll try to keep my eyes open for the other ones, and by the time that we're okay,
Barbara also
Barbara,
says the same message from spirit guides. Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And so wonderful. And Allison, your spirit guides, what are they talking about? They're happy for you. I don't know if you just accomplished something that you didn't think that you were going to accomplish. But they're very, very pleased with you. They're cheering you on. So, you did something that you didn't think you could do, and you're maybe not giving yourself enough credit for that. Yeah. So let's see what else comes up. Okay. Okay. So what I got is that there were challenges ahead. There things that you came up against that you didn't think you were going to be able to handle, and yet you surprised yourself because you did. Okay. And this is right now what you're being called to do is a call for peace and clear mind. I also get release and letting go. So this almost feels like a difficult choice in a relationship that you didn't think that you were going to be able to walk away, and you did. And it's now time for you to kind of take a bit of a deep breath. Know that what you're doing is you're moving yourself into the space, into the energy that you need to be in, and to trust yourself that you're not imagining things. What you perceived as being true was true and is true. So they're very encouraging in terms of letting you know that they are there. They're being very supportive. Yeah, avoid or keep to yourself. It, um, I'm not seeing this as kind of cocoon and don't have anything to do with anyone, but maybe for the next little while, just um, whatever. Choose your words carefully. In other words, don't just if someone is trying to get under your skin, you don't have to respond. You don't have to respond. You can just say, "Oh, that's interesting. Thank you for sharing," and just kind of walk away. And you'll see you're going to come out of this much, much better than you thought, because yeah, it's not as expected. Your guides are really very, very encouraging. Like, it kind of feels like this might be a heavy reading, but it's not. It's they're saying, look at how much you gained. Look at what you've accomplished. So I hope that resonates with you.
Beautiful. I got some of the things that you also were picking up on, Marina. When I first touched the cards to shuffle, I got peace. So whether that's you trying to find peace and comfort, or that you're just peaceful, easygoing person, but peace was the first word that I heard. And then, Marina, you've pulled out the peace card. So there's something there about peace around you. Now, the shielding, as far as I've got shielding, but you got that energy of going within. but I also got the shielding. So boundaries, energetic shielding. So just make sure you've got boundaries. Oh, my camera's gone weird.
Ah.
Bring that through. Okay, he works from home. I'm keeping family. Yeah. So I got boundaries, having to either set clear boundaries or protect and shield your own energy. So, and what that means sometimes with energetically, we can have all these strands of energy going out in all different places. And sometimes we can let that energy go. We've got some great cards coming out for you first. This is the hardest one of all 3 cards that I pulled. This one here is showing that protective energy, as in I can see you being protective. That's that warrior energy, that fierce warrior protective energy around you, but also having to have strong, clear boundaries as when to say no, when to stop that energy flow going out, because otherwise you just get drained. It's not so much a draining thing with you that I'm feeling. It's not so much about, I'm just trying to pull in what it is. It's not the draining energy that goes anywhere, because those tethers are important, but it feels to be just having clear, firm boundaries. I think either buttons are getting pushed or your boundaries are getting crossed. So you've just got to make sure you draw the line on what is appropriate and what is not appropriate. So that's the hardest message that they're giving for me to give to you. Now, the next ones that I have, they're really, really beautiful. It's like this is the puzzle solver, and it's when the pieces finally fit. Pieces start to come together. So it's a sense of whether you're moving into the future despite what you've been through in the past, because everybody's been through different things, and we learn, we grow, we develop. All experiences are important for the stages or the people that we become. And why I say that is because I've also got the potential card. You have a wealth of potential. You have so much available to you. You have to look at the glass half full, and you have to start seeing yourself in a more positive light. I wish you could see that clearer. My light's just gone crazy. So what I'm getting, for one thing, comes down to how you see yourself. It's about your inner dialogue, how you talk to yourself, the communication. It's also about how you see yourself, having that stronger confidence in yourself, but knowing that you've got the skills, you've got the resources, because I'm all getting second house energy here, which means confidence, how you make your money, your resources and your skills. So you need more proactive energy to yourself, your personal dialogue, but also the energy you put out, that you are very capable of supporting yourself and having that resources and skills on how you make your money. Because this card here, I see her looking in a mirror. If I can point the right way, she's looking in a mirror, and there's so much potential in that mirror, so much potential. Behind her, though, there's chaos. It's the world falling apart in the background, lots of chaos and drama in the background and chaos, but she is focusing over here. She's focusing towards the mirror, and instead she's focusing towards the potential and the skills and the resources and how you make your money and all the potential. But the perfect thing is that pieces are all going to start coming together, whether they're coming together for you now or not. It's really starting to fit. It's getting the pieces to fit for a start and be able to handle all these things and get them to work together. But this is a positive card, because there's another card in the deck that looks like this, where it's confusing and the pieces aren't coming together. This card is saying that everything's finally going to start coming together for you, convergent. Everything is going to start coming together. The other cards I got is emergency response for your dialogue. So whether that, I think you actually mentioned about filtering your speech, Marina, because I got emergency response around your dialogue, your communication with other people. So there's a note there to either be careful how you talk to people, or you need to talk it out with somebody, or it could be your way you're talking to yourself. But there's a need to address through communication.
There you go.
Oh, this light is just crazy. Let me turn that one off and see that makes
That's all right. Okay, Allison, I hope that resonated with you. Okay. And Barbara says, message from my spirit guides. Alrighty. Absolutely. And I haven't seen anything come in from Smiling is Contagious. So we will pull another name here in a second. Okay. So Barbara, message from spirit guides. Oh no, that's too many. Yeah. I love it when they pop out, and they were doing that this afternoon when I did a members only Zoom with Allie from Heart and Soul Connected, with her members and my members, and we did some readings for the folks. And they would ask a question, and I'd be shuffling, and one card would come out, and it would be like, that's it. Don't need more than that.
Yeah, I love it when they do that.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so Barbara, what's going on with you, Barbara? Okay, so Spirit is saying that you need to rewrite the game. So whatever it is that's going on around you, they're saying that you need to rewrite it the way you want it to be. So if you're not happy with a situation, I'm turned on yet. If you're not happy with a situation and how it's going, Spirit is saying that you need to do it differently. Rewrite the way you're doing things, rewrite the way you think about things. It's something going on here. Let me show you the program. It's called the Cosmic Gamer. It's the reprogram. It says know the game, play the game, and then rewrite the code or rewrite the game. So do it, master it, learn it, get your hands all over it, but then you need to write it the way you want it to be. So it's whether it's talking about you getting better at something and then turning the situation around more to what's more aligned with you. I feel patience is needed though with you, because we've got this in service divine unfolding. So needing to have a little bit of patience around when this happens for you, and just letting and putting your faith in Spirit and the universe, and just trust and know that it's going to come to you at the right times when it's meant to happen. I see lots of great cards on the table for you. I'm doing the difficult cards first before I do the positive cards, because I like to finish positive. So the other difficulties is showing me ashes from the past. So you might be revisiting either something to do with your past. It could be past memories, past people coming back into your life. I'm seeing the it says the end is not it's not a ruin, it's a reset. So it's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to do things differently. And sitting with that rewrite the code, it's showing me there's something that's happened in the past, or a situation that's led you to where you are today may not have been as favorable as what you wanted, or may not have gone the direction that you wanted it to go, but it's saying that is not ruin. That was done for a purpose. It was done to you gained something from that. So now it's your abilities to turn that around and put it in your favor. But patience is definitely needed with whatever you're going through. Now, it is saying that some things you're needing, maybe at times you feel a bit disconnected. So this is a disconnect card. So first thing I thought of was disconnect from social media, have a little social media break, and just reset your mind that way, because we've got a reset sitting on top of a disconnect. So maybe you're needing to just reset your values, reset your mindset, reset, because let's face it, right now in the world, it's very chaotic. If you're on social media all the time, listening to what's going on in the world, that's going to be draining and very draining on you. So maybe you need to do this little social media cleanse, or reset your mind, because we've got disconnect. But disconnect can also be when you feel like you've strayed from your path. You feel like you've gone off course a little bit. But the sitting next to the rewrite the code again, or rewrite the game, is indicating that it's not too late to get back on track. You can rewrite it in the way it's supposed to be, or way that feels right to you. Now let me give you the good cards. Vitality boost coming your way. Burst of energy coming your way. Not only is it a burst of beautiful, vibrant, sparkling energy, it is creative energy. So lots of creative inspiration coming your way. So Spirit says envelop yourself in this creative boost of energy that's coming your way. Don't focus on negative stuff that's going on in the world, because that's just bringing you down. Whereas by the creative energy that's coming in is a breath of fresh air. You can see here it's just that relief breathing. It can be through prayer work as well. I get prayer out of this card. It's just about giving thanks to guides or spirit or whatever it is, your faith is. And it's just taking that moment just to say, I appreciate my life. I'm grateful for my life. And you get more of that, of course, when you do that. But I feel like it's answers coming to you, a sense of relief coming your way. But there is a little bit of balanced energy going on there. There's a little bit of past collapse, and saying that it's not too late for you. That's the biggest message I'm getting out of there. It's not too late. It's not too late. If you didn't do what you wanted to do many years ago, why not do it now? It's not too late.
Exactly. And there's so many of the things that you were saying. I'm looking down at the cards going, yeah, got it, got it. Oh, yeah, that too. Okay.
Yeah, they all light up.
Yeah, they do. They line up. So I'll start off with the last thing that Trish says is I get, you need balance. So yeah, finding things that are going to not only balance in terms of where it is that you put your energy, but balance in terms of uh, where, who you're sharing that energy with. You know, it's we often take turns, or sometimes, you know, we're giving to someone who's needy, um, and then when the time comes and maybe we need a little more support, they're there for us. This this is more like, okay, maybe take a look at who is needy around you that you have been feeding and feeding and feeding, and when it comes time for you to reach out and say, I need a little hand, it's, oh my god, I'm just on my way out the door, I don't have, can I get back to you? It's, you need to find that balance so that things are equal. I also got slow pace. So things are slowing down in terms of not, they're not moving as quickly as you would like them to. And maybe the reason for that is that there is a lesson. It is going slow because what you are meant to focus on, what you are meant to see, is the overworked, unappreciated. The you know, you're putting in the effort, or is everyone around you putting in the same effort that you are, or are you doing double duty and you're carrying someone else's luggage? I think that the other thing that Trish said was, yeah, you have an opportunity to rewrite this, and that is, I got fixing the problem, the reason that things are slowing down, and it is to give you that opportunity to see what it is that isn't working, and then you can give it a little bit of thought, you can decide how it is that you want to change, and then you can take steps to bring those changes about, to say, yeah, you know what, I'm not going to be available, you know, 4 days a week. I can give you Monday afternoon. I can give you a couple hours, so that you can become comfortable with that decision. The thing is, it's unexpected surprise. I think that you're hesitant in moving in that direction because you're thinking that there's going to be a lot of pushback, that people are going to be a little more um, that they're not going to be willing to cooperate with you. I think that once you realize how you're going to change things and you start to manifest those changes, people around you are going to go, oh, okay. And you're not going to get that big pushback that you're anticipating. It is going to be um, a lot calmer than what you think. So yeah, take advantage of the slowdown. Take yeah, my lesson is hold space and watch. Yeah, person's tower. Yes, you can't go through a lesson for someone else because it's not your lesson, it's their lesson. All that we can do is be there, um, be the sounding board when they need a sounding board, and encourage them when they need encouragement, but we cannot go through their life lessons for them. And it's hard when we have to sit back and we can see what's happening, and
But sometimes that's an opportunity for us to be a support system for others. I mean, we talk about support systems and where we need somebody, and how you mentioned, you know, what you give to some people and then they turn, oh, I'm running out the door, can't give you the time. Well, it's an opportunity then to be a support person or the rock for somebody else.
Exactly.
Because what goes around comes around, really.
Yeah, totally. And it's a matter of finding that that balance,
Yep.
how's it going to work? So hello, Kelly, as the mystic next door. Thank you for coming in. And
Hi,
Viviani,
Liana.
nice to see you here. Thank you. And thank you, Liana. Yes, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, so we did not hear back from Smiling is Contagious. We are at 1 hour, 4 minutes. Are you comfortable with doing another couple readings, or are you getting burnt out?
I'm okay to do a couple more. Yep.
Okay. All right.
Checking if there's any supers in there, so you can make sure you do those ones.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything so far. So, all right, we'll do. We'll pull 2 more. How's that?
Okay, sounds perfect.
Excellent. All righty. So next, who do we have next? And I see there's some character called Ben Saxby who is.
He's always lurking around, isn't he?
I know. I know. All right, Worried Mama. Let us know you're here. And put your question in. And after Worried Mama is. And who is our next one? Phyllis. Phyllis. Phyllis, let us know you're here. And please put in your question and do it in all caps if you can. I would appreciate that very much. Thank you. Okay, let me do that. And so, Worried Mama, put your in. I'm not seeing anything. Okay, and we're getting close to the time. So, Worried Mama, here we go. Message from my spirit guides. Got it. Okay, and Phyllis, if you want to put yours in. And all right. So, Marby Gangora, thank you very kindly, Marby. That is very nice of you. And I hope that is returned to you 1,000-fold. Yeah. And don't forget, folks, tomorrow is the eclipse. Tomorrow is the night that you want to set your intentions on what it is that you want. And say it, believe it, speak it, and proclaim it as already having happened. Yeah. Okay. So let me see, where am I? Worried Mama, message from my spirit guides. And okay.
Okay, I've got Worried Mama's cards already pulled, so I'll start that reading while you get ready and prepared. Okay, so Worried Mother, first of all, I'm feeling for you. There's a little bit of brain fog going on around you, and I did actually pull a headache around one of those last people that I read. Last person I read sinus, so I've got some sinus energy. For you, Worried Mama, I'm getting brain fog. Maybe you've got so much going on. There seems to be a lot happening in your mind. There's a lot of static here, and it's saying maybe you've been through stuff over and over again, or you feel like you're on a hamster wheel, where you wake up, you do the same thing with ongoing, it's never ending. It's like this obligations. I'll tell you why I'm saying that, because I've got the obligations card. Obligation is what you have to do. It's a heavy weight of responsibility, the day-to-day activities that we just have to do every single day. Sometimes that stuff just feels like it's reoccurring. It's just a repeating pattern. You just go through the motions and you're going through the same things every day. I do have the brain fog. We've got some good cards. Again, I'm going to give you good cards at the end. I've got that brain fog. It is a little bit of confusing energy, so I don't know if you're feeling confused about a situation, or if it's just feeling like you can see her face there. It's like I'm just maybe overwhelmed, exhausted, tired, and I just can't think. Give me 2 seconds to think. Give me just give me a little minute. I'm feeling you're needing space. I'm feeling you're needing, and not because you don't love the people around you. I feel like you've got a lot of love. I'm feeling a lot of love, and it's quite the opposite energy that I'm feeling. It's because you care so much about the people around you. You give so much. You're always giving to everybody. That's what can be a little bit draining and cause that mental brain fog. Now, your good cards, I've got one thing Spirit wants you to be made aware of is your limiting beliefs. I just want you to kind of just do a little bit of work on the inside just to say, okay, you've got a couple of little blocking thoughts that go in your mind sometimes. And you know what? I don't think it's all the time. I just think every now and then you get these little thoughts in your mind and it's like, bordering of, I could just go crazy, or, I could just, it's like it borders on, I don't know if it's depression or if it's some kind of mental static or something that goes on, and it gives you little thoughts every now and then, and I don't feel like it's all the time. It's just sometimes, but maybe you could do a little bit of work with that mental programming that's going on in your mind. Now, the good cards, because I always like to finish with nice positive cards. I feel look, you've got the relief and the answers. So for me, that feels like breathing. It feels like just a moment to catch your breath, a moment to yourself, a bit of quiet. You can see that person's just in the quiet and just breathing. They're in nature, they're breathing fresh air. They're just like, oh, I'm just absorbing all this energy. I'm absorbing this moment while I've got it. And it's really because I've got this card in the opposite position showing that your day-to-day is full on. You've got lots of things you have to get through in a day-to-day. Sometimes it's really good. Now, if you do take breaks, meditation breaks or breathing breaks or whatever it is, that's really good. If you don't, you need to. It's just saying, just find a little bit of time just to breathe. And I'm getting in breath work too, because why I'm getting breath work, it's another super chat there, Marina, as well.
Yes,
what I'm getting about the breath work is the breath helps the oxygen get to the brain. So whether it's you're able to go and walk and breathe in nature or breathe while you're walking, it's deep breaths. If you don't have time to do that, if you're in the park or whatever you're doing, just make sure you're doing deep breathing, because I don't think there's enough oxygen getting to your brain. Now, that can be a medical thing, and I'm not a medical person, but I do know that like low iron causes not enough oxygen getting around the brain. So,
yes.
And I know that from my personal experience. So what I see for you being that breath work sitting next to the fogginess in the brain, even if it's moments when these doubtful thoughts come in, or this energy or tiredness or brain fog or whatever it is, take a moment then. Big deep breaths. Get that oxygen up in that brain. That's what you really want to do. Walking's really good for that also. And then you've also got the clear mind meditation. So it is saying, find some time for yourself. Find some space, find some time to go within and just breathe. Meditate. If you can only do 5 minutes before you go to sleep, then do it that way. But it's also the breath work. It's about centering yourself, calming your energy, because it's all about that calm energy. You need that calm clarity, that calm minute of just finding that peace, because it's good for your brain. And that's where your boundaries get pushed, or that's where the problem comes in when you're not getting clarity in your brain. That's when the problems start for you. And then adventure travel. Spirit says, take a holiday.
Mm-hmm.
Get some travel. Hopefully that makes sense to you.
Totally. It does. It does. I did shuffle the cards a couple times, and I got overworked and underappreciated. So again, like doing too much, doing too much for too many people. Okay, and particularly with your social connections. So what Trish said was that there's a lot going on, that you're kind of being pulled in all different directions, and what you kind of need to develop a strategy on how you're going to move things forward, so that you do not spread yourself too thin, right? So that at the end of the day, there is still going to be some energy left for you, so that you can replenish yourself. The thought and strategy, yeah, that's what it was. When you do that, when when you have a clear picture of how it is that you want to approach things, you're going to see that things are going to transform and that there's going to be growth, that you're going to be able to the more time that you give yourself, the more opportunities that you'll have to give yourself time, if that makes any sense. You're part of what's happening right now is, yeah, things are not really going as expected. You kind of had a vision of how something was going to go, and that's not necessarily the way that it's going. So you're you're being asked to be strong. You're being asked um, to just kind of persevere a little bit, hang in there just a little longer, even though what you're feeling right now is that lack of motivation. I think when you are able to put your thoughts and your strategy in place, it is going to answer a lot more of the it's going to give you a lot more opportunity to find a little more of that balance, and you won't feel so unappreciated, right? So you can rely on yourself. If you feel that you need to be appreciated, appreciate yourself, and be your own best cheerleader. So okay. I did notice that we do have some super stickers um, and questions. We're at an hour 16 minutes, and I know that it's really easy for us as readers to get burned out. So I don't want to kind of continue doing this. So please, no no more questions. Okay.
Yeah. I get headaches. I drain pretty easily, and
Yes.
I get headaches.
Yeah. So there we go. Worried Mama. I hope that that works for you. And then
Phyllis.
okay. Yeah.
Phyllis is a
Phyllis.
challenging reading. She has some really challenging energy. And these kind of readings now, okay, I've got to be very honest. Phyllis, the amount of energy that's needed for your reading is very intensive. I want to bring Spirit's message through for you, but I'm already kind of like on the limit of being drained, and the energy, and I'm going to give you the whole message that Spirit gave, but to really deep dive into this energy it's difficult. It's a difficult, draining situation, and I hope you understand. But yeah, well, I'm still going to give you the whole reading of what it is, but I'm trying not to put the there's a definite level of emotional depth to this reading, and as I don't want to, I'm a giving person, I'm an empath, so I just want to pour my heart out to you, and I just want to send you all the love and the blessings in the world, and I want to send you all the love, but I'm kind of on my draining point where I haven't got that much that I can send. So first of all, I want to give you the most positive card first, because I don't want to go through this reading and then give you a positive message. I want to start with your positive, because that's what I want you to focus on here. I want you to focus and take only from this the positive message. It says it goes in your favor. So that's the message that I want you to take overall, despite what I'm about to show in the energy in the cards here. Love and connection. I'm feeling like it's two ways. For one, it's like the amount of energy that I just want to pour into you, and I want to send all the love in the world and the energy, but I feel that in you too. That's where I'm getting the energy from. It's you, and I've got goosebumps, and I just feel I want to wrap my hands around you and give you a hug, but I also feel like it's you. That's your energy. You just want to wrap your hands around your niece, because we're reading for your niece here, your niece's energy, and I feel that you want to help in any way you can, and it's like you can't give enough. You cannot give enough, and in this situation, it's not about how much you give, because sometimes you can give you can give everything. You can give monetary, you can give your body, you can give your energy, you can give your love, but sometimes it's just not enough. So, and that's what I'm feeling like. Continue to be supportive, and the hugs and the love and the emotional energy. And I don't know if this draining message is also for you, that they've made me talk about. So whether that's about the whole situation's draining. It's like it's draining for everybody involved. So, and I'm bringing the message purely back to you now. So your love and compassion and everything you want to give to, you've got nothing left to give. So that can be a little draining, but I know that doesn't matter. In the end, that doesn't matter how much you're giving. So it's like full on giving energy is what I'm feeling. So this love connection energy is what I want to show you here. Now, this is another positive card that I want to show you here before I read the like slightly harder cards. This card here is, again, it's come up in most of the last readings that I've pulled, relief and answers, but I see this in a completely different way. This I'm reading for you as prayer. I'm reading as faith. I'm reading as connection. So it's about making sure, including spirit or God or whatever it is, that, because it's about you. It's about how you connect in. So it's about making sure you're involving your whole spirit team into this, both you, your niece, if you can give that support to your niece, and teach her how to connect through prayer or connect through visualization or connect through just knowing she has a support system, not only here giving everything they can give, but she has a support kit system on the other side as well. That support system coming from the other side is really crucial. So she needs to understand how to tap into that beautiful loving energy there. Now we've got some quite vulnerable cards sitting on the table. Now we've got the card of vulnerable. It says vulnerable, but it's the feeling of it's a vulnerable reading. It's a reading of a delicate situation, but it's also a position where she feels vulnerable. She's very vulnerable in this situation. Now, it does say, let love pierce your armor. So it's about being open to not only the support for your niece, the love and support that comes around, because there's not just you that wants to pour this loving energy in. It's everybody around, the support network around her, all want to just give heart energy. But there's also an abundance of that heart energy on the other side. And the other side is healing. So this is a healing card. And you can look at that as a positive way. It says it's a healing. So it's all about healing the situation, the whole situation, healing the person, and do that through opening your heart, putting yourself out there, being vulnerable. Even if you can't say that to her, you being vulnerable and telling her that there's a spirit team, she may not believe that, but that's going to be such an important part for her to understand. There's an abundance of love and connection and help available to us when we ask for it, when we pray for that energy. So I'm picking that around you, that a little bit hard cards, and I'm not going to go into them. I'm just going to show you what they are. It says there's some kind of damage done. There is damage done. So there's and this, we're talking on the physical, and I'm not a medical person. I don't understand it at all. And I know you're already under medical help here, but I'm seeing consequences, and it says damage done. The card, I'm just going to read it out. I'm not going to put the intuitive part to it. It says what's done cannot be undone. There's some kind of damage that has occurred here. And then we've got this urgency in a situation. It's like and I don't want to read the message, actually. It just says that you need to, healing's important, prayer is important, faith is important, love is important. And that's just what I want you to take away from this message.
Yeah.
Intense. Very intense.
Yes. Yeah. Very, very, very intense, because there's not only is your niece dealing with her own physical challenges, but she is also dealing with the emotional struggle of what happens to her sister if anything happens to her. That's a huge burden to how do you put yourself first and take care of yourself so that you can get better, when you putting yourself first might mean that you're not available to be as helpful as you can be to someone else. It's a rock and a hard place. I think that things are going to improve. I think that right now she is being very much affected by the external, in that is kind of what she has to focus on are the things that need to be done. I also got big news, which tells me that there's something something is going to be coming in that that is going to require her attention. So I do agree with Trish that this is kind of like one of those Sophie's Choice kinds of things, and remember that the whatever it is that we're picking up on at this moment can change by tomorrow.
100%.
Everyone has free
Yes.
will.
Yes.
Yeah. Anything along the route can change. So I hope, Phyllis, that at least gives you some comfort. So I do have and these, maybe we can just do a couple cards. Crystal Rose, am I on the right spiritual pathway with my gifts?
Doing the celestial gifts.
Perfect. Yeah. Melissa, I'm sorry. Questions are closed. Yeah. Are you on the right path?
Oh, you're leveling up. I'm making this nice and brief, but you are leveling up. You're on the way up. So you've got the level up card. You also have channeling, receiving messages. So you're very open. You're on, and I feel that to me means the right path. You're open. You're clear. You're ready for takeoff. So you've got this leveling up kind of energy, and you're also on a very good vibration too. We've got the vibration and harmonics. So you are on the right vibration.
Perfect. And I will do the same thing. Change in perspective. You're seeing where you're paying attention to where you're being led, and that is all that your spirit guides want from you. So they're saying, you're paying attention. You're doing what we're guiding you to do. So keep it up. There you go. Okay, so I hope, oops, let me just, okay. Did I just move someone that I shouldn't have moved? Okay, thank you, Marby. Thank you very much for that. It is very much appreciated, and we certainly appreciate your support. Absolutely.
I'll just pull one little celestial gift for Marby.
All right.
Okay, this is a message from Spirit, what they'd like you to focus on this week. We've got spiritual growth coming your way. So that's another growth card. So spiritual growth coming your way, asking you to be nice and grounded. Make sure when you're doing any spirit work or whatever you're doing, spend some time in nature, root your energy into the ground. And then I've got the earth crystals, also another earth energy card. So you're very, very good with earth energy. It makes you more powerful. It helps you evolve spiritually by tapping into that earth energy. So make sure you're always grounding yourself, or even just tuning into crystals. It will be really beneficial for you.
There you go. Okay. And then we have Danielle Nicole. Thank you very much, Danielle. And she says, a message from my dad, please and thank you. And okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Dad's with you. He says hello. So messages from the other side. And you know what I'm going to take that as? I'm going to say that Dad is always with you. So just be open to that, because this is a feather. So feather's all about looking for those little signs. So when you get those goosebumps and you just feel like, Dad's close to you, you're so right. Dad is close to you. Dad is with you on the other side. He's there saying hello from the other side. I'm here. I'm with you. Yes. Can you hear me? So he's saying, look out for little signs, little symbols that I leave you. Look out for when you feel like he's near you, because he is.
Absolutely. And I got family and protection. So this, you protect each other. You know when he's around, you can feel his energy, and he's saying, trust it. When you think that you see me out of the corner of your eye, trust it. You do. So I like that he came in going, hello.
Hello.
That is
I'm here. I'm
fabulous.
always here.
Yes, yeah. So that is wonderful. Danielle, thank you very much for that. And lastly, we have Unspoken Butterfly. Thank you very much for that donation. That is very kind of you. And she says, when will my son Tommy be coming home? Uh, I don't know why you have Tommy in quotes like that. Um,
Okay, I've just got the card of some unresolved issues. I've got past fragments require healing. So there's some level of healing that's required here because it says unresolved. So some level of healing that's taking place. Either he's in healing or there's a healing within the relationship that needs to take place. We've also got the acceptance cards coming to terms with the situation. So there's a need to resolve something, heal something, and come to terms with something. And there is a little bit of strategy that's going to be required with the situation. So whether that means being careful how you say things or put a bit of thought into how you play this out, because a little well-considered moves are going to be really important in this situation. But a little bit of healing and a little bit of acceptance is needed here as well.
Yeah. I got the leader and father issues, father energy. I think that as long as you're not going to be able to fix a situation between father and son. This is something that they're going to have to work out themselves. I also got proud, and you're doing well, but when I saw this, what I focused in on was the pride. Both both of these individuals are very, very proud, and they're not willing to give an inch. And until they are willing to sit down and see things from a different perspective, there's that tension is going to stay there, and there's really not a whole lot that you can do. So I also got burdens and responsibility, which each one of them is trying to teach the other a lesson. And they don't realize that, sometimes you're the teacher, sometimes you're the student, and the problem comes in when you can't recognize which one you are. So just give it time. So I hope that resonated with you. And we're going to put that away and put that away. And thank you guys so much. We're an hour and 32 minutes. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
How are you?
That's our longest.
You holding up, my friend?
I'm just hanging in there. I've been reading this morning. I've done some videos for the channel, so I've been reading since 9 o'clock this morning, and it's now 1:30.
Yeah. Yes.
So my day is just rest when I've finished.
Yes, absolutely, and that's it is 9:30 Saturday night, and
yes.
I'll be going to bed because today was a really busy day for me as well. Tomorrow is just as busy, so
I'm reading tomorrow. I do my readings Mondays as well.
Excellent. Well, Trish, it's been a pleasure as always.
Yes, and I love it. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you
You're
for all
more
the
than welcome.
beautiful messages in the comments too.
Yes, absolutely. You guys are fabulous. As always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I hope that you're I did send out an email, but I hope that you'll be able to join us for the 10th Shine Your Light event next Saturday.
Yes.
My time, Sunday, your time.
Yes, I've just got to put it in and work out what time.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think the last time that I took was pretty good. It worked pretty well.
Oh, good.
I
Okay.
have to have a look what that is.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so if you
Wonderful.
wanna just slot me in for wherever you had me last time, that worked really well.
Alrighty, I can do
And I'll
that.
work around that.
I can do that. I can
Yeah,
do that.
perfect. Done.
Wonderful. So thank you, everyone. Have a powerful rest of your evening, weekend, whatever is coming up. And yeah, again, Trish, thank you. And we'll do this
My
again soon.
pleasure. We'll see you all next time.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye for now.